This is the math video for the homework handout for 5-17-16. The first question, which happens to be number 4, asks us to describe the following transformation in words and using a coordinate rule. So here you can see I decided that this was a reflection because each point is reflected over the x-axis. So A prime is 2 units away from the x-axis, and A is another 2 units from that. So they are the same. The prime of the image is the same distance from the reflection, the line of reflection, as the pre-image is away from the line of reflection. So this is a reflection over the x-axis. The orientation of the image is reversed. So A prime is closer to A than it is to B prime, so the image is flipped. And each after image is the same distance from the x-axis as the pre-image. Number 5 asks us to reflect triangle LMN over the line x is equal to 2. So here you can see I drew the line x is equal to 2. It is in black. And then I reflected LMN over x equals 2. So what that means is that each point LMN is going to be the same distance away from x equals 2 as the after image is. So since point M falls on the line x equals 2, that point remains the same. So point M is equal to point M prime. N here is 3 units to the left of x equals 2. So the after image of N, or N prime, would be 3 units to the right of x equals 2. L is 6 units to the left of x equals 2. So the after image, or L prime, would be 6 units to the right. The final question asks, which of the following properties are true about a figure that has been reflected? Once again, remember that it's talking about reflections, and to select all that apply. So the first one is the slopes of corresponding segments are the same. That is not always true. In fact, that is hardly true because corresponding segments would be reflected, so they would be reversed. So if a slope had been positive, it would then become negative if it was reversed. The second one says that segments connecting corresponding vertices of the image and pre-image are the same length. This is not true because each point is reflected across a line, or in the last problem's case, x equals 2. But N is not the same distance away from N prime as L is from L prime because it's all dependent on how far away it is from x equals 2. So where N could be 6 units away from N prime, L, even though reflected over the same line, is 12 units away from L prime. Segments connecting corresponding vertices of the image and pre-image are parallel. This is true because if you go back, you can see that since they're all reflected across this vertical line, the line of reflections connecting the two vertices would all be parallel because they would be horizontal. And since each point, since it's reflected across x equals 2, each point would keep their y values the same. The area of the pre-image is the same as the area of the image. This is true because all reflections keep all angles and sides the same, meaning the area would remain the same. corresponding vertices are equidistant from the line of reflection. This is true, as we said before. N is 3 units away, and so n prime would be 3 units away. That is part of the definition of a reflection. And the measure of the interior angles of an object may change under a reflection. This is not true because image keeps all angles and sides, and therefore area, the same.